Hey friends, welcome back to Magus of the Frog. Hope your weekend is going alright. We are going to be playing some Timeless today. I'm so excited. Now, I know it's not the most popular format, but I think I will still be releasing a weekly Timeless video from now on. I just love this format for a multitude of reasons. As a brewer, standard is awesome. The power level is great. I can really brew up many types of decks and the metagame is always changing. So it's a brewer's paradise. However, Timeless offers something different for me. It allows for powerful strategies and has a more established metagame. So, as a deck builder, it really challenges me to go against the grain and find and build decks or strategies that are hopefully positioned well against the popular decks. I'm also somebody that lives and breathes strategy and tactics in my day job, so Timeless has been a perfect parallel in certain aspects because I really get to practice those skills I've gained from my day job. And also, I really like Timeless because, much like chess, openings are so crucial. I've noticed that. And every move compounds later on. So decisions really feel like they matter, especially in the opening and the mid game. And then I also feel the same way about stuff like Legacy. I played a lot of that format before I quit Magic for a few years. But unfortunately, I can't play Legacy on Arena. So it is what it is. So we're actually going to be hitting the rank ladder this session. And, this deck, the Gruul Delirium Rhinos decks that we've created, I've only really got to play it during the Timeless Metagame Challenge. Now, provided I played it a lot, I just spammed the hell out of that event when it was available. But I really want to get some reps in. I really want to see if, one, the ladder has something to offer, and two, if, this concept is really worth making into a competitive deck. I personally think so, but I need the data in order to really cement that. So, very briefly, the game plan is to cast Crashing Footfalls to get a pair of 4/4 Rhinos as soon as possible. We can accomplish that with Bloodbraid Marauder and having Delirium. So whenever we cast the Marauder, we get a Cascade trigger, which automatically finds Crashing Footfalls, since it's the only card below 2 mana in our deck. And in order to fuel Delirium, we've got a lot of cards with multiple card types and go to the graveyard easily. So, Fear of Missing Out, Detective's Phoenix, Twin Shot Sniper, Fury, Generous Ant are all creatures that go to the graveyard easily or fuel the graveyard easily and have multiple card types. And then for non creature spells, we've got Cash Grab, we've got Once Upon a Time, and Incubation Incongruity, getting instants and sometimes sorceries into the graveyard quite quickly. And then we have 3 slots for a creature or for any card really. Initially, this was a Tarmogoyf, but with the release of Pioneer Masters, we have access to Skylasher. This is a cool card. It can't be countered. It has flash, and most importantly, it has protection from blue. So this is good against like the Psychic Frog decks. Um, and then for disruption, we have creature removal in the form of damage here, but we're also going to be attacking their mana base. So we have 4 copies of Blood Moon in the deck. That's really sweet. And then for our lands, very quickly, we've got utility land here, Arena of Glory. It gives haste. Boseiju, it provides a disenchant effect. And then we have, of course, fetch lands to get land into the graveyard quite quickly, as well as 1 copy of a Surveil land. And this has really been impressing me. The Surveil lands have been awesome, really. So this can be fetched for and can possibly fuel the graveyard. That's awesome. For our sideboard, something I've been working on. Not sure if this is final or by any means optimized, but we've got Disruptor Flute, great against cards like the One Ring, Psychic Frog, or even stuff like the Planeswalker side of a Johnny, Lots of stuff we can name with Disruptor Flute here. We can even name fetch lands if our opponent is not aware. And then also new to Pioneer Masters, we have Ashen Rider. We are playing 4 copies of. This is for the Show and Tell matchup, which is a very popular control deck. And this one is just a very clean answer to if they Show and Tell Omniscience or Atraxa, we put in Ashen Rider and it exiles it. And then for other parts here, we've got Cast into the Fire. This is for problematic artifacts. The main culprits being the One Ring and Vexing Bauble. Especially Vexing Bauble because it deals with a lot of our free spells here, like Crashing Footfalls and Fury. And then we have Pyroclasm. This is for the hyper-aggressive aggro decks. We've got some Graveyard Hate in the form of Unlicensed Hearse and Endurance. And then, last but not least, we have a cheeky Chandra Awakened Inferno. Can't be countered. This is really just for the very hard control decks. There are a few out there, the blue-white control decks that are pure control. So this is my hedge against that. So yeah, we'll see how we do. You know, the ladder is going to be a new experience for me in Timeless. I'm hoping to get some good games and get some reps in and work towards just making this a bit more competitive and then hopefully joining some community tournaments in the future. You know, there's the gathering.gg. They often do Timeless tournaments, so the next time they drop the next one, I'll keep you updated on that. I'll definitely record it. So yeah, the game plan is simple. We're on the beatdown. We're gonna try the ladder. I'm gonna see if I can get Mythic with this Timeless deck. I just love the format so much. So we'll see how we do. Alright guys, thank you so much. Drop a like, drop a comment, and if you feel so inclined, a subscription would be great. But no matter what, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Alright, I'll see you for the first match. Let's see how we do. Yeah, let's get it. I'm excited. Okay, match 1 here. We are 2 pips away from Diamond 3. So if we win this, we get to Diamond 3. Let's see our opening hand here. This can be a keep. We can turn 1 Crashing Footfalls or Incubation. Let's keep it. We're playing against a Lurrus deck, so this can either be a Tempo deck or one of the energy decks. Both really great decks. Okay, looks like a Tempo deck. Okay, so we got Marauder. I think our best bet to try and get what do you call this? Delirium is to do Incubation Incongruity here. Okay, we got a Generous End, that's our only option. And then next turn, we can fetch land into Fear of Missing Out, discarding Generous End. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go fetch land. Get a forest. Fear of Missing Out. They can have something like Stern Scolding. And then we'll do Generous End. Okay. And then we'll pass. So they do have access to a Deathrite Shaman, which is able to knock us off Delirium. But as long as we have Delirium when we cast Bloodbraid Marauder, we're going to get the Cascade trigger. Okay. They're going to go attack with Tamiyo. Looks like they're the Esper variant. Okay, and they didn't use Deathrite Shaman here, so we're just going to immediately do this, I think. They most likely have a mana drain, so they can counter the Rhinos here. Ah, Spell Pierce. Makes sense. And then let's attack here. It's gonna be an Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. That's no problem. We get to trade. I'm okay with that. We're gonna, I think, do Wooded Foothills into Basic Forest and then suspend the Crashing Footfalls. All right. So we're batting them on the resources here. Let's see what they have. They have 2 clue tokens. They're about to get a third one. They can most likely flip Tamio if they really wanted to. And we'll see. I have a feeling they have a brainstorm here to protect the Tamio. So I think I don't see a Psychic Frog. They kept up mana, so I'm thinking this is a possible mana drain plus brainstorm. That's just my feeling. Okay, we'll shock this in. I will twin shot sniper them. The Deathrite Shaman, not them. I think we're still gonna have Delirium regardless. I'm going to attack here. And then I'll pass the turn. Yeah, and I could have found a way to play Fear of Missing Out there, but I think they have mana drain. That's my feeling. So I'm gonna at least just keep pressuring their life total here and get them to either flip Tamio or something. Okay. So I'll play this. I'll attack for 3. See if we get any Orcish Bowmasters here. And then if they have mana drain, they'll get 2 mana, which they can use for Lurrus. I'm okay. Also just... Okay, I think next turn's when we go for it. They'll be at 8. I mean, they'll be at 5 when we attack next turn. Yeah, they're keeping something up. And I really think it's mana drain. And I'm okay playing this song and dance here because we're the ones with 3 power on the board and they have nothing. I should be at 2 more life here. I don't know why I shocked in the breeding pool. Okay, and we have a Fury, which they can protect with their Brainstorm. So I'm not too keen on that happening. Let me attack. Do they finally use a removal spell? Ah, okay. They had a swords. Okay, we can keep a cash grab, I think. And then, do I play Fear of Missing Out now, and then we draw this cash grab? Ah, they had a spell snare. Okay, that means we can resolve this one, right? Okay, so double spelling was important there. We're able to resolve something. And then this looks like a treasure cruise, which will flip the Tamio. They probably should have attacked first, right? Just to get another clue token, but maybe at this point it just doesn't matter. We're gonna have Rhinos next turn, so let's see if they leave up mana drain. Okay, here comes a mana drain, I think. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So let me cash grab here while the shields are down. And then I guess we get the Boseiju. What's this good against? Not much. So we'll Detective's Phoenix, bestowing on our Fear of Missing Out here. And I'll remove the Generous End, since that's a very easy. And then we'll go for their life total. Yeah. Because we get to untap this. And then we get to hit them for 2 here. Right? Or do we go for Tameo? I think we go for Tameo. And then we end the turn. Okay, here's a Brainstorm. They need a removal spell for fear of missing out. They have a lot of cards, so they're up in that aspect, and they have clue tokens, so we are far from over here. Here comes a Psychic Frog. They have enough cards to jump it. Okay. Let's do Arena of Glory. Give it haste. And then also cast some Rhinos here. Okay, our Rhinos resolved. Then I think I'm going to attack their life total. They can make this a 4, 5. Yeah, we'll attack their life total. Oops, I forgot to attack with Bloodbraid Marauder, but we can do that in the next attack step. Okay, they had a swords. This can be another swords coming in their way. Okay. If I just attack with Bloodbraid Marauder there, they probably just block it as it comes to 2-1. Okay. Let's see, what do they have for black removal? Okay, they just have blockers.
Oh no! I'm late for class! Think before you act.
Okay, Blood Moon is nice here. So let's just all attack their life total, I think. And then they'll all have mountains. So they won't be able to do much. Okay, they can kill the Detective's Phoenix, but we actually don't mind that because that can give our Rhinos flying. Okay, they're not going to kill it. And they're gonna save their Deathrite Shaman, but they don't know we have a Blood Moon coming, and they're not able to utilize their mana here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. We made a few mistakes there, but we're able to navigate through that. So, against the Tempo deck, well, I'm not sure what to do. Oh, our opponent left. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, it is what it is. They're not obligated to play with us. I'll see you next round. Okay, second match here. Ooh, we're in the play. That's nice. What can we do with this? We can turn 1 Generous Ant, or turn 1 Crashing Footfalls, and then turn 2 Generous Ant, getting Stomping Ground for incubation. Okay, there's a game plan here. Let's do this, and then Crashing Footfalls. Let's see what our opponent is playing here. Okay, this looks like a Belcher deck. Also, Show and Tell plays Waterlogged Teaching, I believe. So this gets a Stomping Ground. And then we Incubation. Getting... Okay, if they are... Belcher, or I guess Bloodbraid Marauders is the best thing there because it is our main game plan. Just need a land or something else into the graveyard. We can do Fear of Missing Out. Okay, this is not Belcher, given what they played here. So they can have Mana Drain here, so I'd rather have them Mana Drain this. And then we'll keep up Boseiju for Omniscience. Not that I think it would really matter. They can usually win the turn that it's played. Yeah, our game 1 against the Show and Tell deck is not very good. Okay, here is indeed a Mana Drain, and I don't think I'll play this. If they Show and Tell now, we put in Blood Moon, but that's really not good. Oh my goodness, here we go. Yeah, we'll put in Blood Moon. And then if we can somehow Boseiju their Omniscience, we oh, but here's a Mastermind's Acquisition. This usually gets the win right now. Yep, approach into Atraxa or dig through time. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Okay, well, we're gonna side in our plan here, and what I usually like to do is Disruptor Flute and Ashen Rider. Those are the main things I want to do against them. That being said, Fury is not the way to go. Skylasher neither. And then we have to cut one more card. Let's see. I think it will be a Once Upon a Time. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Game 2, we're on the play. This, I think, is a keep. We've got a turn 1 Incubation, turn 2 Disruptor Flute. And then Ashen Rider if they ever cast a... what do you call it? Show and Tell. So this one has to get Stomping Ground. Then we'll play Incubation. Getting... Fear of Missing Out, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got. So we've got Delirium if we play Fear of Missing Out, discarding a Fear of Missing Out. And then we can give it Haste as well. Okay, I think there's a game plan here. Let's do that. Fear of Missing Out. And then we'll discard the second copy of Fear of Missing Out, getting Delirium. And then we attack for 4. Unless this is a removal spell, of course. Or it could be just like a Hedge Maze or a Surveil land. Oh, it could be a Fatal Push as well? Okay, I'm okay with that. Next turn, we can Bloodbraid Marauder. Or we can Disrupt their Flute. Here's an Ashen Rider. If they take the Ashen Rider, I'll just play Disruptor Flute on Show and Tell. Okay, they're going for the the Bloodbraid. Okay, so we do this. And then I think we just pass here. Okay, they surveilled away a waterlogged teaching. And is this Show and Tell? Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna get Forest, and then I'll disrupt their flute, naming Hullbreaker Horror. And then I'll put in the Ashen Rider. And targeting their Omniscience. Okay, here comes the dig through time. That was something else that we could have named with Disruptor Flute. I think the scarier one is Hullbreaker Horror. Here comes a Brainstorm. They need something like Born Upon a Wind into another card here. Okay, we managed to get them there. And then we'll Arena of Glory. Casting this. And then we just have a lot of power in the board now. And we'll play Wooded Foothills and pass. So they can show and tell again. Okay, nice. We were able to navigate that. So, nothing changes, I think. Usually on the draw, I like to have all copies of Once Upon a Time, but I am kind of already happy with what the numbers we have here. So I think we just run it back. Okay, game 3 here. This is unfortunately a mulligan. Okay, this is better. I think we turn 1, Crashing Footfalls, turn 2, Cash Grab. Well, I guess we have to put 1 card back. So, what would it be? The Breeding Pool? Because we need the Arena of Glory? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. It might just be the Crashing Footfalls here. Yeah. Okay, just remember that they have Thoughtseize here. So, I can do Breeding Pool, pay 2 life, and then we'll Generous Ent, end of their turn. Okay, they have Abrupt Decay. This is most likely a pass here. And then I think it's going to be Stomping Ground. Okay, and then we'll play this. And then we can Cash Grab end of their turn. Here comes a Brainstorm. So if they Thoughtseize us and get the Ashen Rider, we can use Cash Grab to find another one. But the chances are we won't. Or at least the chance is just low. And then they can shuffle away whatever they put on top of their deck here. Let's see, is this another show and tell? Doesn't look like it, so we'll Cash Grab, use our mana here. This could get Mana Drain, Spell Pierced. Okay, well, we got a Bloodbraid Marauder. That's nice. So, let's see. What's the best line of action here? I think it's just Bloodbraid Marauder. Yeah, I think so. So we'll do Exert. We'll make green mana here. And then hit control. So we'll Bloodbraid Marauder using the green mana. And then the red mana I'll use for Detective's Phoenix. Provided some of these resolve, of course. Okay, this could eat a... what do you call it? Mana drain. Okay. And then our Bloodbraid Marauder is what we will Detective's Phoenix here. And then they could still have, what do you call it? Fatal Push. Okay. Next turn, this could be a show and tell turn. And if they have something like Hullbreaker Horror, that's pretty scary. Oh, okay, so they can technically still do show and tell if they have something like a Dark Ritual. But I haven't seen a Dark Ritual from them yet. Next turn, we can just leave up Boseiju. We don't have to necessarily play the Bloodbraid Marauder here. So let's see if we can actually attack, though. Okay, so next turn, I'm gonna leave up Ashen Rider and Boseiju. And then this one... I don't... You know what? We'll keep it. We'll keep it, because we can double spell next turn if we survive. Okay, they're gonna go to 5 here, so our Marauders lethal? Okay, maybe not. They didn't go to 5. They do go to 6. We have an Arena of Glory to make our Marauder haste. But it looks like they're just gonna pass here. Oh, they just want to go to the second main, I think. Okay, well, we're gonna do the thing where we make this into a hasty creature. And then they can kill our 5/3, so we only go for 3 damage here. Okay, we were kind of expecting something like that. But we have them down to 3, and I think now's the time they have to show and tell. And we have both of these up. Okay, well, we're gonna do what we do. Here comes an Ashen Rider targeting their Omniscience. Yeah. This is just game. Wow. Very nice. We're able to navigate through that. Ashen Rider MVP. Okay. If they had something like Hullbreaker Horror, the way it usually would play out is they show and tell, they put in Omniscience, and then with the Ashen Rider on the Ashen Rider's ability on the stack, they cast Hullbreaker Horror, which in response, when when Hullbreaker Horse is stacked, that's when we Boseiju the Omniscience. And they would need something else, like a Dig Through Time or another Hullbreaker Horror to get out of that hole. So it's a very complicated set of turns and actions. So you have to be very tactically sound for when the show and tell finally resolves. All right, that was fun. Let's go to the next match. Okay, next match here. Once upon a time in Detectives Phoenix, plus we get a commercial district. There's a way out of this, but I don't know if there's enough action. Let's try it. We are testing the deck in the ladder here, and I just want to see how awkward hands can be sometimes. Okay, incubation, incongruity is nice there. So, why not let's go through our sequence of events here. We'll do Once Upon a Time. Against a polluted Delta, this can be a show and tell deck. I'm gonna get Skylasher. And then we do this and get a basic forest, and then we incubation. And then we get Fear of Missing Out. Okay. Just need one more card type in the graveyard, which we can get with Fear of Missing Out. This can be Omnitell control. Okay. Good thing we have the Skylasher there. And then I think we do Stomping Ground. Yeah, Stomping Ground into Skylasher. The Skylasher can obviously still eat something like a Fatal Push. So this is a Psychic Frog deck without... What do you call this? Lurus. So this is a Fatal Push? Okay. Makes sense. Well, now we have Delirium. How will they use their mana, though? Do they keep up mana drain? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I think this is just Dimir tempo. This could be a Deathrite Shaman. Oh, a Grief. And then they'll get our Fear of Missing Out. And they can reanimate the Grief. Very cool. Very strong set of sequences or actions from our opponent here. Yeah, and this is a reanimate. Very nice. Yeah, this is going to be a tough position for us to come back from. Okay, so best course of action here is to cash grab. And then commercial district. Okay. Brainstorm. Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, no effects from us here. Okay, let's see if this resolves. This could eat a mana drain. Okay, so Blood Moon might not be good against them. Well, they didn't mana drain this. And then if we get Fury, we can at least get the Grief. Right? Hmm. Yeah, let's do Blood Moon. And then they go all in on the Frog. So we're still likely dead here. Okay, well, we'll get Forest here into Blood Moon. Ah, counterspell. Okay. In that case, I don't think we're winning this because we're in a 2-turn clock. Okay. Yeah. We'll play it out. There are some hands that can possibly get us out of this hole, but I doubt it. Oh, it's also a Oculus deck. Very nice. Oh, I love our opponent's deck. It's like got a reanimate package here. Okay. We are super dead. There's no ifs and buts about it. But I'm just gonna see what we draw here. Okay, Bloodbraid Marauder. And then we can't block the flyers. Okay. Alright. This is a concession. And then for here, we're gonna bring in our Graveyard Hate. And then take note that they are a pure tempo deck. They've got Counterspell and Stifles and Fatal Pushes. So, let's see. Endurance and Disruptor Flute will be good, as well as Unlicensed Hearst. Pyroclasm will be good against their Manifested Dread stuff and their Griefs. Blood Moon, I don't know if that's gonna resolve properly. So let's see. Skylasher's good. Unlicensed Hearst. I think we can go down on the generous ends because they can reanimate it. Fury we can keep, and then I actually think we're gonna go out of the Blood Moon game here. I know we'll be on the play, but they are a tempo deck, and I feel like they can easily just work around Blood Moon by fetching basics and or countering the Blood Moon. So it's not a very reliable game plan. All right, let's try this. So I think we're looking for a fast Delirium here. What does this do? This does turn 1 Crashing Footfalls, but nothing else unless we draw a second land. And if they grief us turn 1, we lose just so much. Yeah, this is a mulligan. Okay, this is better. What do we put back? I think Fury, just in case they want to reanimate it, and I don't want to exile my Bloodbraid Marauder anyway. Okay, so we'll do this, and then do I Incubation Incongruity now? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we pass here. Okay, let's see if they have a... This is most likely a Stifle. Okay, if it's a Stifle, I don't think I want to use this yet then. And then we'll just play Wooded Foothills and pass. Okay. Well, we're not going to play into their game plan just yet. We'll start off with Incubation. And then I think this will be a Fury. And then we pass here. Okay, this is a polluted delta. Okay, is now the time to wooded foothills. Okay, I think this is gonna be a stifle. So I'd rather have them stifle the Misty here. Yeah, we knew about that. And then commercial district hoping to get Delirium. And we do. So if we Psychic Frog this, they can discard 3 cards. I mean, if we Fury this. But I think the game plan is just Bloodbraid Marauder. And then we use this just to do it now and not fall into another stifle. And I think we get our breeding pool just in case we draw our incongruity here. So we still have Skylasher against the Psychic Frog. They will likely use Fatal Pushes on our Rhinos. Okay, they're gonna reanimate that, but we do have Skylasher for that. Here comes Tamio. Psychic Frog's gonna jump. I think they are jumping. They're gonna attack. So I think we'll still attack with everybody here. They'll have a 2-2, but we can maybe Fury away a couple things. Okay, Tamio, no problem. So I think we go for... Ooh, we can also just twin shot sniper. Okay, we'll attack Tamio here. Okay. With this, what does this tell me we can do? We can twin shot sniper the Abhorrent Oculus or the Tamio. I think the... Let's see, this one... We'll do it now before they have Stifle. Getting a Stomping Ground, paying 2 life, and then I think... we play this as a reach creature, or we no. We'll do 2 damage here. And then I just wanted to keep up Skylasher for this Psychic Frog. And then we have a hasted what do you call this? Fury next turn. So this will eat a Fatal Push. But I'm okay with that. And then this can be a counter spell or a... If it's a counter spell, I'd rather they do this now then. Okay, we'll do 3 damage there, and I guess it doesn't matter. Then we'll attack them here, and then the Tameo still triggers. This could be a Orcish Bowmasters? I don't know. Oh, a Bitter Triumph. I see. So they are winning the resource game here. We only have lands, but they have a Psychic Frog growing, and they get to draw another card here, and they can kill us next turn. This looks like a Treasure Cruise from the way they're touching their graveyard. Oh no, it's an Abhorrent Oculus. Okay. Okay, Twin Shot Sniper is at least a reach creature. But we still die to the Psychic Frog? Yeah. Okay. Then we play a reach creature here, doing 2 damage to their Oculus. And then, unfortunately, I think we're still dead here. If they find a way to remove the Twin Shot Sniper, that's just game. Yeah, and we have to block here. Our only best bet is like a Detective's Phoenix or Arena of Glory line. Here comes another Oculus. Oh, very nice. Very cool deck from our opponent here. Love that. Okay. We did draw a Phoenix, but we didn't draw the cards to go with it. Okay, good game. That was fun. Lost to Dimir Tempo there. Like a Dimir reanimate Oculus deck. Lovely. I think this is a really cool deck. I don't know quite how to attack it yet. I don't think Blood Moon's the way to go. I think they correctly managed that, so it's a good thing we took that out. I think they were correct in saving the fatal pushes for our Lashers here. So maybe Lasher is not always the most reliable way to deal with Frog. We'll have to find something else, or we just have to play more games. But that was fun. Great to see a tempo deck that utilizes Abhorrent Oculus like they do, and Grief as well. All right, next match. Okay, match 4 here. We're on the play. Let's see, what does this do? We can use Once Upon a Time to find a land, and then cast Crashing Footfalls. Okay, we can at least get Delirium easily with this hand here. So let's start with Once Upon a Time, looking for an untapped green source. Okay, we did find an untapped green source, but we are putting back 2 Marauders. Is that wise? I think it's still worth it. Okay. So we'll do this into Crashing Footfalls. We got Crashing Footfalls in the works here. And then next turn, we'll play Commercial District and Incubation Incongruity as well. So digging for more Blood Braids. Okay, here's a Flooded Strand. This could mean a bunch of things. And do we just fear of missing out here? If we fear of missing out, we can get Delirium next turn. Okay, let's try it. So fear of missing out. I can discard Commercial District. I can also discard another fear of missing out. Let's see what they do though. A blue-red. This could be Stern Scolding. Ah, Spell Snare. Okay, don't mind that. We'll pass here. Okay, Skylasher is great. We can do that on their turn. Twin Shot Sniper, we can just put it here to get us Delirium right now. We'll pass here. So this can get a... Ah, so Jeskai. So maybe a Jeskai control deck? I don't think I've played against this yet. Okay, we'll start with Skylasher here. So Swords to Plowshares can deal with this. Here's another Fear of Missing Out. Let's attack. And then let's Incubation Incongruity just in case we find a Bloodbraid Marauder here. Detective's Phoenix. Okay. And because we just want to use our mana efficiently here, let's cast Fear of Missing Out. Likely gonna get countered. Very cool. They get to do a invert polarity deck here. And then do we just Fury their Fear of Missing Out? Next turn they can Flage. Hard to say because next turn we get Rhinos, right? So they have to keep up mana. Then we Detectives Phoenix the Skylasher. Okay, I think we do this. So going kind of all in here, and I don't mind doing that. We are just testing out the waters. We are unfamiliar with this matchup, and sometimes when you are up against those kinds of odds, you just have to go through it. So let's see, what free spell could they have here? They could have Subtlety. Or Solitude. Okay, so they likely have a counter for Crashing Footfalls. You know, we were both aware that this was coming. Oh, very nice. So they get the, what do you call it? The Rhinos from us. Very cool. So we'll do this, taking out Fury and Fear of Missing Out. And then we'll attack here. We'll take 8. But I think we win this race. Oh, but they do have, what do you call it? Flage, and now they have the One Ring. So we can still get out of this hole if we draw Rhinos. This is a very cool deck here. Okay, Blood Moon is something. So we can block a Rhino and then Detective's Phoenix the Skylasher here. So we're not going to be blocking with this one. Oh, they have protection. It doesn't matter. We can't attack. So we block a Rhino. We trade, and then I have Detective's Phoenix for the Skylasher. And Skylasher has protection from blue. Okay, we do have incubation incongruity here. So that's nice. Looking for a Bloodbridge Marauder. Very nice. And then we'll just do this. Could still be countered here. A Spell Pierce will get our Cascade spell here. So, still not out of this hole. Oh, very nice. And they need double blue for invert polarity. So we'll attack for 4 here, and then let's see. Looks like they have a spell here. Some sort of blue spell. Oh, I guess they're also playing red, so they can have something like Galvanic Discharge. Nice. Okay. Hit them for 2. They're down to 7. They're gonna take 1. They'll be at 6. Oh, make that 5. So they still have access to red spells here. That's the second Galvanic Discharge. What else? Okay, they're doing this on the Marauder because they don't have enough energy to deal with the Rhino. And this is what, the third discharge? Okay, so they have one more discharge. And we're gonna just fly the Rhino, right? Removing incubation, incongruity, and a Skylasher. Nice. We were able to get out of that despite invert polarity. Getting what? A fear of missing out and a Rhino's trigger? That's very scary, huh? So against them, I think Disruptor Flute will be good. We can name the One Ring. And then since they're playing Flage, maybe something like Unlicensers would be good. I'm not sure about Endurance. We can also play Cast into the Fire, but I don't know how good that is. So Blood Moon. Blood Moon, they can play around now that they are aware of it. So maybe, at least for this game, we'll take out the Blood Moons. I think Skylasher is still going to be great because it can't be countered. I think Fury is not the best against them. So why not let's bring in Chandra. And then 2 Endurance. Then I'm also tempted to play Cast into the Fire just for their One Ring. And just in case they have Vexing Bauble. So what do I remove here? I can see us removing one Once Upon a Time. And maybe I don't need the Generous Ant. Okay, let's try this. Bit of a hodgepodge of a sideboard there. But like I said, we are unfamiliar with the matchup, and we're just gonna try and find a game plan that works against them. And even if we lose, it's okay because we collected data. Okay, so this one does turn 1 incubation, turn 2 Skylasher or Unlicensers. Okay, there's something here. So they mulligan once, and it looks like we are able to resolve something here. So I think this is a stomping ground into incubation. Okay. Let's do that. And well, we'll get the one card that we can get. Next turn, we can fear of missing out. It will likely get countered. So do I just play Skylasher end of their turn? I think so. So they kept it on top, and this is likely a pass here. We'll just start the Skylasher game plan here. This can eat a Galvanic Discharge, so we'll play Wooded Foothills. We'll attack for 2. And then we'll suspend Crashing Footfalls. And then end the turn here. Okay, they put away the One Ring, which tells me they might have another, or they're looking for their 4th land. Okay, they're looking for their 4th land. So let's activate this. This time we'll get a breeding pool, I think, yeah. And then we'll Skylasher. Okay, so we have a clock. And we're still gonna continue playing on the what do you call it? The instant game plan here, where we cast spells on their turn. We don't necessarily have to commit anything to the board. It's really the onus is on them to do something. Okay, now that they're doing this, I think I will cash grab, because they likely have a invert polarity here. They can use this to find a land. Okay, well, we can get Bloodbraid Marauder or Arena of Glory. Let's get Bloodbraid Marauder. Okay, we're still gonna do the game plan here. We're gonna do Detective's Phoenix, I think. Taking out Instant Sorcery and this. Okay, here's a counterspell. And then do we disrupt their flute on Flage or the One Ring? I think the One Ring. Then we attack for 4 here. Another possible thing we could have named was Galvanic Discharge, but I don't care about that as much. So they probably have another land here, if they were going to play that. Okay, here comes a Wrath of the Skies, but we now have free reign to do Bloodbraid Marauder. Okay, so we'll do this plus Bloodbraid Marauder. And I believe that is our final Crashing Footfalls in the deck. Now, they can still One Ring to survive or play another Wrath of the Skies if they have it. Okay, they have the One Ring. So we'll use this as an opportunity to play Unlicensers, I think. And then we can always flash in Skylasher. And then they have protection, so no need to attack. So I think this is just a Jeskai energy control deck. So they have a lot of cards here. Wrath of the Skies can get us, but they need more energy. Then we have a Lasher coming in here. So let's exile what? Just their instance. And then we got Lasher into Detective's Phoenix here. This will get Stomping Ground because we want another red. And then we'll Skylasher. And then we'll do double Phoenix here. Exiling. Let's see. Fear of Missing Out. Skylasher, Skylasher. Yeah, this is no problem because we're still gonna get our Detective's Phoenix here. And we're gonna play another one. And then they're gonna die to the One Ring. Very nice. Okay, it looks like we managed this. I think if they have a subtlety here, yeah, this is okay too. We'll put that on top. And then a Solitude will also do it. Okay, well, they're gonna take 2 from the ring here. They'll be down to 1. And then we can Fear of Missing Out. Okay, they're at 4. They're at 3. So this is a what? An invert polarity? Oh, it's another Flage. Okay, so we can Flage the... we can disrupt their flute the Flage. But do we just have lethal here? If we do... Fear of Missing Out, discarding the Phoenix... Okay, there's a Chandra. I can also disrupt their flute here, naming Flage. I think that's the safer play. And I'm just playing around a... What am I playing around? I'm playing around Subtlety. Because had we Detective's Phoenix there, or Solitude as well, they'd likely have Solitude. Okay, that gets our Rhinos. The Island Cycle here, but they can't Flage. They can play another One Ring. Okay. Can't play that, but we do have them on Twin Shot Sniper. So let's attack here. Okay, here comes the Galvanic Discharge. And then do they take 4 here? They take 5? They need like a Lightning Helix? That doesn't get them quite yet. They need another Solitude now. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, we were able to manage getting through that. They have a really cool deck. It looks like it's a Jeskai energy deck that goes really hard on the control side. So just based on what I'm seeing here, they're playing stuff like Galvanic Discharge and Wrath of the Skies, as well as that blue card to draw and get an energy. And then they are also a one ring deck with Flage. So they probably have a way to also bounce back the one ring. I don't know if they have Teferi Time Raveler in their deck, but it seems like it would be good in this type of deck. And then they obviously have a lot of counter spells. And then this one looks like a sideboard card here. Really, really cool deck here. Had they had another Solitude to exile this one, we could have just Twin Shot Sniper it, or it would have gained 3 life up to 7, and then taken 5 from the one ring, and then we have Twin Shot Sniper. So we had some outs there. Alright, sweet. Let's go to the next round. Okay, 5th round here. Let's see what we have. We have a possible Blood Moon hand here against a Lurrus deck. So, we'll keep here. Let's see. Plains. We'll do Misty Rainforest into Forest, and then Crashing Footfalls. So Plains here, not sure what this could be. This could be an energy deck like Mardu or Boros. Ah, another Jeskai deck maybe? We'll see. Esper, oh I see. So Esper Tempo maybe. Let's see, what does this do? Whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. When it dies, you draw a card. So this is to fuel Force of Denial, I think. Okay. So I think our plan is to get a Stomping Ground and then pass here. Right? And then we Twin Shot Sniper this. End of their turn. Ooh, maybe not. So we can Fury it instead. And then Blood Moon. Very tricky here, very tricky. I think we should try it. So we do this. Cast with Evoke, exiling Detective's Phoenix. And then have them sacrifice this, right? Because these would die, right? They get to draw 2 cards, but they won't have a Phantasmal Shield back to um, counter this Blood Moon that's coming. And then now they don't have access to blue or black. Now we have Twin Shot Sniper for Lurrus, and they need a second white source to cast it. And then we have this coming in, so let's play Commercial District and then just pass here. Keeping up Twin Shot Sniper. Okay, well we got Rhinos now. But they could still have Swords to Plowshares to deal with it. And then I think we'll just play Fury. Okay, very nice. So Esper Tempo, I like to bring in the Disruptor Flutes, and then this is different than what I normally see. This tells me that they're just playing Force of Denial. But I don't know if they're a graveyard heavy deck. So maybe I don't bring in the Endurance quite yet, but we'll bring in the Disruptor Flute. And then Skylasher's great against them. Blood Moon they can play around, so I think it's still worth playing though. I'm trying to think of what would we remove. I think I'd remove one Once Upon a Time, and then one Generous Ent, and then one Blood Moon. So we still have the majority of our game plan here. The question is, do I play other cards here? I think I'll wait until I see more cards from their deck, and then hopefully know how to sideboard for the game 3 if it comes to it. Okay, this one, we have a Skylasher, so maybe it's a keep. We'll see. Okay, we'll start off with a Commercial District here. Doing an Island Cycle, and they are playing around Blood Moon. Good for them. We'll just put this onto the graveyard. That's a land now. So I think removing Blood Moon will be great for next time. So we do this to get our other forest out of the deck. Yeah, let's just do this now just in case they have Stifle. And then we'll pass here. If they have Fatal Push, they can deal with their Skylasher. Okay, we'll block. They'll have to discard a card here for their Psychic Frog to survive. Okay, a Mana Drain. Maybe they don't have the second blue source? Looks like they're gonna brainstorm here, maybe looking for land. And then I think I'll fear of missing out and discard a Twin Shot Sniper to try and get into Delirium as soon as we can. Okay, so they have their second blue source now. And they can still have Force of Denial, but I doubt that they would use it on sacrificing their frog. Okay, here comes a Twin Shot Sniper. And then a Crashing Footfalls just means that we play it this turn. Suspend it this turn, I mean. And then we'll pass. Next turn, we have access to Delirium. Or, I guess we don't. We don't necessarily do. Okay, they're gonna jump here, but our Skylasher still has reach. Okay, happy to do this. Maybe they didn't know about the reach? Yeah, it looks like they didn't. And then another Psychic Frog. Okay. Okay, Incubation Incongruity does get us a... what do you call it? Card here. But I think I'll just Bloodbraid Marauder. Or do I do that? Actually, I could have used the Incongruity there. I think I will just Bloodbraid Marauder while they don't have any mana drain up. They could still have Spell Pierce. Oh, okay, but we get rid of Frog here, which I am okay with. So, we'll play Breeding Pool tap, and then we'll attack with Fear of Missing Out here. And then attack again. We have them down to 15. The Sky Lasher is keeping the Frog in check. And we have a second one just in case they draw a Fatal Push for this one. Okay, how many Crashing Footfalls have we used? 1, 2. Okay, this is the final one. So Bloodbraid Marauder isn't going to work here anymore. So we'll suspend this. We can attack. I think I'll just attack with everything here. And then untap the Sky Lasher. They discarded a Prismatic Ending. And then I think we still attack here. Yeah, let's just put pressure on their life total. I mean, they know that we have this, so... Very nice. Looks like we were able to navigate through that. I just don't... I think they were just unfamiliar with what we were trying to do. They didn't know Skylasher had reach, and they were good at playing around the Blood Moon plan, but I don't know if that actually hurt them because they had a mana drain initially when they only had blue-black, and then if we look at the board state, we have more rhinos coming in. We have Twin Shot Sniper to do 2 damage, so we had lethal next turn, and the spells that they did counter were pretty minor because they ended up sacrificing a frog to do this. So we correctly assumed that they had Flare of Denial and were able to play around it. That was really fun though. Happy to get revenge on a tempo deck there. So very nice. I think we are one game away from the next diamond rank. So yeah, let's play that out. Okay, last round here. Win or lose, we either get to the next rank of diamond or we just accept our loss and enjoy the good run that we've had. I think this is a keep here. We can turn one incubation, and then we have Twin Shot Sniper to eventually get Delirium. Our opponent's playing a Lurus deck. Could mean a bunch of things. Either the Boros or Mardu Energy, or any of the Tempo decks. Okay, Elegant Parlor. That tells me this is Boros or Mardu Energy. So, I think we do Stomping Ground into Incubation. Start setting up Delirium here. Okay, get the one card that we can get. Next turn, we got Twin Shot Sniper if they play something like Guide of Souls or a Johnny. And then the turn after that, we have, what do you call it? Bloodbraid Marauder. So, also just happy to play this and pass the turn here. So maybe they have a Galvanic Discharge here is what they were holding up. Barbarian Ring. Do they have Threshold, or is that just like a utility land? Okay. We'll use this to get a Forest. Just in case Blood Moon's gonna be good against them. I doubt it though. I mean, we can cut them off white currently. Okay, well, we'll Rhino this time around. So, Bloodbraid Marauder, Cascade Trigger. And we have 11 power on the board. So, very nice. We can use this to get a commercial district. And then let's see if they have Galvanic Discharge here or something. Maybe a Swords. Oh, a Ghost Fire. Very cool. So it looks like they're using this for like maybe Deathrite Shaman and okay, this one is not too bad because we have Boseiju. So this one will get a commercial district. They have main deck Roiling Vortex. That's cool to see. Detective's Phoenix. I think we'll put that in the graveyard. That's really good. Okay, so we can Boseiju this and then cast another Bloodbraid Marauder. Let's attack first, though. Okay, Lightning Helix is okay with me. And then we go get a Stomping Ground or a Breeding Pool. I think Breeding Pool because we have Incongruity in our hand. And then we Boseiju the Roiling Vortex. And then we cast another Bloodbraid here to put in another 11 power on the board. They might have something like Wrath of the Skies. That could be good. Let's see. I don't see any energy, so maybe not. Okay, they're drawing a card here. Oh, very nice, very nice. So, I don't think this is an aggro deck as the way I'm seeing it. They've got Lightning Helix, Roiling Vortex, and Ghostfire Slice. This is any target, so maybe this is like a burn deck with white cards for Lightning Helix, Boros Charm, and interesting. In that case, would Disruptor Flute be good? I think we'll still keep the Blood Moon plan because it cuts them off of white. Oh, no. They do likely have planes, but they haven't seen their Blood Moon yet, so we'll do that instead of Skylasher, which is not very good in this matchup. And then Cast into the Fire, I think we'll play just in case they have Vexing Bauble. I think so. And then we go down Fury because we haven't seen any creatures from them. And then we bring in what? One more card. One more card. They had threshold card in Barbarian Ring, so I'll get an unlicensed Hearst here. Okay, what does this hand do? This hand at least has Boseiju, which I like. And then Fear of Missing Out can get can enter the... Okay, that's not too bad, I don't think. Because we're not really... Oh, I guess that's good against, what do you call it? The Phoenix, right? But this means they don't have Flage. Okay, they are a burn deck. Oh, this is sweet. I haven't seen the burn deck yet. And see what this one that each moment. Oh, very cool, very cool. Okay, so once upon a time here. And this gets a generous end. Yeah. And then we'll do this, getting a commercial district. Another Boseiju? I don't think we want that. We already have two. Okay. So we get this. Getting Breeding Pool. No. They're burn deck. We have to protect our life total where we can. So let's do this and get Delirium. And then do they play the Amulet here? If they do, I'll get Phoenix on the Fear of Missing Out just to get it out of range of a lot of spells here. Yeah. So we do Forest. Yeah, Forest, Generous Ent. Getting an untapped Forest. This Crashing Footfalls. And then bestow the Phoenix, exiling the Generous Ant. And now this is 5 power. I mean, Galvanic Discharge can still get it, but at least we're attacking for 8 here. And then if they play something like Roiling Vortex or another problematic artifact or enchantment, we do have Boseiju here. Okay, and then they use the energy. So they can Lightning Bolt plus something else to kill the Fear of Missing Out here. Okay, yeah, I don't think Blood Moon's a good thing against them. Okay, well, they destroy all their stuff here. I'm okay with that. We'll take this time to play a Unlicensed Hearse and a Wooded Foothills. We'll attack here and then end the turn. Okay, so we'll use Unlicensed Hearse on things that they can get back with Luris, such as these artifacts. Yeah, and this is no problem. I think they should, let's see. Yeah, that's not a problem. I don't know if they wanted to put it into our face, but that was an option, just in case they want to burn us out. Ooh, but we get Rhinos here. And then we get to Detectives Phoenix, one of the Rhinos, and crew the Unlicensed Hearse for lethal. Wow, that worked out, huh? Okay, this should be on Once Upon a Time. And then we're gonna crew. Very nice. We got to the next diamond rank there. Really cool burn deck though. Great seeing that. Nice. That's diamond 2. What a great run today. We are 2 rank ups closer to Mythic. Hell yeah. And there you have it, guys. Wow, what a run, huh? Well, we went what? We went 5-1, and we're able to hit the next rank of Diamond, Diamond 2. And we're only a few ranks away from Mythic, and I'm gonna see how far I can take this into the Mythic numbered ranks. That would be really exciting. After playing this deck in the Timeless Metagame Challenge and bringing it into the ladder for the first time, I'm just really happy with how it performed. With the addition of new cards from Pioneer Masters like Skylasher and Ashen Rider, just really impressed in how well rounded these additions made the deck. They were able to deal with Psychic Frogs because of Skylasher and Show and Tell because of Ashen Rider. You guys saw those games. Yeah, those were sick. Wow, I'm just super happy and I am super appreciative that you are here alongside this journey. Thank you for being a supporter for the Rhino Beatdown plan. Been having a lot of fun with this deck, piloting it, tuning it. Hopefully, gonna make it tournament ready for one of the community tournaments that are coming up. Yes, please join us for that one as well. But nevertheless, I just want to say big thank you. Super blessed to have you guys here. Thank you for joining the journey. Thank you for just showing me a lot of love. I really appreciate it. I just am so happy in this point of my life. All right, guys, drop a like, drop a comment. Would love to hear from you. And as always, if you don't mind, a subscription would be heavenly. But nevertheless, hey guys, just happy that you're here. All right. I'll see you next time around. Have a great day.